Before we get absolutely shit-faced, I'd like to remind everybody that this podcast contains two very pissed-up gays of their opinions, rants and raves in life, and overall explicit content which we know you will love. Everyone and anyone is welcome to this podcast, so strap yourselves in, pour yourself a large one, down it just like us, and pour another, and let's get this going and read between the wines. I don't even know where to begin after that.
What a show. And I know, listeners, I'm not talking about just this podcast.
Oh, God. Why do as soon as I start recording, my phone starts buzzing? Oh, it's Jackie, Harry's mum. Hey.
Hi, Jackie.
We love you. I'm okay if it's Jackie messaging me. She's just reacting to my story.
Well, there we go.
See, look, this is in real time.
Real time?
This is in real time. Hello, Jackie. And as I said before, please head over and listen to Jackie and Harry's podcast, Why Wait to Change. It's truly, truly sensational.
Yeah.
And it's so motivational. I've said this on the last episode, and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yes, Adele. That was a clip from us in real time at the concert.
Live in Munich, indeed.
That was the closing song. Was it? Yeah, it was
yes,
the closing song. Yes, it was the closing
song with all the fireworks.
The fireworks and everything.
Yeah, it was. What a show, though.
I just can't. I can't. It was the best. I mean, I'm on par with Beyonce.
Oh.
One of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. It was...
Big words.
And given the whole disaster... Well, the trip was a disaster from start to fucking finish.
Yep.
That certainly made up for it, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was a nice end to...
Booking the wrong flights. A hotel, which I can only describe as worse than the hotel from the In-Betweeners film.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
Disaster.
All sorts of disaster. But yeah, we made it.
Disaster.
And Adele, it was one of the best nights of my fucking life.
It was.
So there probably will be an Instagram spam of it on my story, on my grid, but I haven't done that yet because I know people that are
still going. Yeah.
So I actually don't care, to be honest.
Yeah. And there's another plug, another show we need to plug. I mean, if you have the money to go to see Adele, I would highly recommend it.
I'm like, it's cost us a fucking fortune, but I am literally thinking, what about next weekend?
Yeah. Oh, I would definitely see it again.
Oh no, actually, it's not next weekend. It's the weekend after. So that's doable.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Enough time to save our pennies.
I was going to say, like, this is obviously we've been away, so we've been
a little summer break.
A little break to just to see one of the biggest fucking pop stars in the world.
Indeed.
So I would talk about Brighton Pride, but I'm not sure if it's relevant anymore. But I will ask you anyway. Are you? How was Pride? Are you over the weekend?
We were over the Brighton Pride weekend. There were no injuries this year.
There wasn't.
No torrential rain downpours, which is also lovely. And yeah, all in all, I don't know. I said it last year when we did the London versus Brighton. I do prefer Brighton, and I don't know why. Maybe it's not being involved in the parade itself, but it's just something a bit nicer and more fun about Brighton than there is.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be, but it was still fun.
Indeed, yeah.
Met some good people.
We did indeed.
Oh yeah, I've that we'll leave that to the shout outs, but we've actually said that we would shout out some people.
Indeed.
But yeah, Brighton Pride feels like a distant memory after
it does, yeah. It feels like a long, long time ago, but it was only a week, right? A week. Oh, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
But what was your favourite highlight of the Adele concert? I mean, there's loads.
There's loads. What I love about her as an artist is just how, like, the songs are amazing, her performances are amazing. It's just how she interacts with the crowd in between, and the songs are all there. She played pretty much everything I wanted to hear.
I wasn't quite prepared just for how close we was to her. Like when she came up from the ground and we was like literally in front of her, I could see, and I was like, I could just cried. We were told that we would probably cry, and I couldn't stop. It was sensational.
Yeah, it was really good.
And I
don't know, the highlight for me, Skyfall was good. I do like Water Under the Bridge. That was a good highlight. All the
I liked Hometown Glory because she played lots of montages of London.
Yeah.
And a lot of places that I recognise and a lot of places that I go to. So yeah, that was lovely. But for me, When We Were Young was incredible. Yeah. All I Ask, I can't put I can't say what my best part of the concert was.
I think also as well, like, I talked about like the banter in between. I really like her honesty and her like openness, talking about her anxiety before shows. Still, she's one of the biggest stars in the world, and she still is so human about it. And I don't know, I really respect that. I really relate to it, and yeah,
fucking shit to be back, isn't it? Well, leading on to that, obviously we've got quite a few people to
we have many people to shout out
to acknowledge, because it's been a couple of weeks since we've recorded. So the first person I wanted to get a little mention to was remember Sean?
Yes,
the guy from Brighton.
Yes,
who proudly let us. I say brand. It's not like brand him like a ball. You know what they do with balls?
Yeah, branding.
Branded him, but we branded his forehead.
We did. We've done our little QR code.
So thank you for letting us brand you.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah.
I nearly said bread then. Thank you for letting us breed you, Sean.
Didn't we have that conversation in the previous pod? Brand them, don't breed them.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, breed them, don't brand them. I think that seems like a fucking lifetime ago now. Although Sean, Christina as well.
Yes, absolutely, Christina.
But we really wanted to take Sean back to the hotel, didn't we? So yeah, thank you for being so lovely and proudly wearing our podcast.
Absolutely, yeah.
All on your face.
I hope you got us many listeners.
Shanice and Hannah.
Yes.
For being two of the most amazing girls we've ever met, who really helped us a right fucking bunch with the logistics of the Adele concert and navigating our way through Munich.
Absolutely invaluable.
Though short and sweet, we met you, but we loved you, and we have to fucking meet up. We said we were doing Adele brunch, didn't we? So we need to keep an eye on that. Yes,
absolutely, yeah. I've seen a couple of good ones, but I don't know, they look a bit... They're not brunches, they were like Adele by candlelight or something like that.
Well, no, but those sort of things I would like. But I would probably like somewhere where we could have a proper good drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we loved you two girls. Thank you so much for all of the tips and, helping us navigate our way to and from the concert, which was so helpful and easy. And yeah, great time. My bank balance ain't having a good time after that fucking merch that I bought. But and then Marcus, obviously, for being so hospitable.
Thank you, Marcus.
And showing us around some of the most beautiful spots in Munich. Highlight for me was seeing those surfers in that fucking surfing. I was like fascinated by that.
Yeah, it was so fascinating. I've never seen such a short space where people surf, but it was incredible.
Blown away by it. Fucking hell, as well.
You said you wanted to have a go next time.
I do, but I'd have to fucking practice, wouldn't I? Amy and her husband, who sat with us at the Adele concert, had full view of Adele with us, which was incredible. Thank you for a wonderful evening, and we are definitely going to come see you in the States.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On
us. You've got to fucking ask me twice, haven't you?
When we get a layover.
Is that a spider up there?
I think it might just be
a... fuck's sake. How am I going to... I'm not going to concentrate now.
I don't want to start trying to bat it away because it'll probably quill away and...
Anyway, I'll try and get through it. And I want to shout out someone that's quite close to me, actually, and I want to speak about this person that said she would listen to the podcast, and it's actually a friend of mine called Kate, who was a very old friend, not old as in age, I mean old as in I've known her for a long time.
Not my age, though.
I can't stop looking at that fucking spider. We've not seen each other for a couple of years now, and sometimes life takes you in different directions, sometimes life puts you on different paths. That happens. It's part of being an adult. It's adult life. Adult life gets in the way. But I just want to say a little bit of an appreciation for being lovely the last couple of weeks, and we've been talking. I got you a lovely little present from Adele, so we will... I can't stop looking at that fucking spider. We will be popping up to give it to you very soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the last person I think we wanted to mention was Rose and Laurie, who invited us to their beautiful wedding. And I was obviously had the honour of being part of Rose's bridal party, and we adore and love you both. And it was a beautiful day,
amazing day,
beautiful company, beautiful family, beautiful friends.
Despite the very short, inconveniently timed rainstorm,
the rest still looked. But that made it look even beautiful.
It did, exactly. In some cultures, it's a sign of prosperity and good health of marriages as well.
They took my wedding virginity.
They did, yes, they did.
Apart from my own.
Of course. Slightly different affair.
Slightly different, but I'd never been to a wedding before, so that was lovely.
Okay.
Took my little V plate, didn't they?
What were your thoughts? Any things to take away from that experience?
What, from the wedding?
Yeah.
Well, just I loved everything. It was beautiful from start to finish. There was it makes me... gives you hope after a string of failed engagements and a failed wedding. Anyway, back to the week. I wanted to talk about this, and I put this because we was actually, this is a confession time, what a confession from us, but we were actually going to film this episode the night we were going, or the morning we were going to Adele.
We were.
So something happened to me that day, and I had a live, rant to talk about, but obviously, fucking stuff went wrong from start to finish, so we ended up not being able to record the ep, which is why we're doing this post-Adele.
Yeah, indeed.
But that's, I want to talk about that barrage of abuse I got. Remember I told you from that follower?
Oh, yeah.
So the night before we flew to Adele, this fucking weirdo, who was following me at one point, I didn't know if they were. This is another reason why I don't, I'm a bit... Which is another reason why I've actually switched my account to private. Not him, but just this reason. He sent me a weird nude photo, which wasn't very nice. And when it wasn't well received, he took to my inbox to call me a fairy, a sissy, a parrot with pink hair, and all the homophobic slurs, should I say, that you could think of. Well, welcome to the show, my love, because it's about to go down. I'm the wrong person to fucking do that to.
Indeed.
I don't take too kindly to... I mean, I can dish it out.
You should not.
If you are going to give it to me, prepare and strap yourself in, because you won't get it back.
Indeed.
So, I'm not ever one to take someone down unless they fucking deserve it.
Okay.
So
but this one did.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you're going to send someone a photo and when it's not well received, you're going to give them all of the homophobic abuse, which... And might I add to this was a guy as well. So, I don't know how you can send someone a nude photo and when you're pied, you then start being homophobic. Make fucking sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not one to bring someone down, but this time you fucking asked for it. So I reversed image search, not the dick.
That's getting 0 results.
His face, he had a profile picture of his face, whatever it was. I reversed image searched it, found his Facebook profile, found his parents and sent them screenshots of the abuse that he was giving me and the picture that he sent me as well. So, that shows how much of a dick you are, and they've also... aware now that you've been sending boys dick pics, so think twice the next time you want to be so rude and so aggressive and nasty to someone, because now your parents know that you're a dirty pervert who is nothing but a bully online. So
well, there we go. Yeah, well done for taking down someone who deserved it.
Be kind, bitch. I've got no time for homophobia or any forms of abuse on social media or this podcast. So if you're going to come for me, babes, you come for the wrong one. Anyway, that was my rant for this week. On a better note, we've had 250,000 downloads.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Which is amazing, since the podcast has begun, my ad. I'd love to say it was last episode, but it hasn't been. But that's still great. It's still amazing. Thank you for continuing to listen. Like, share, tell your friends, tell your enemies.
Yeah, indeed.
Tell the fuck you like.
Yeah, and then write in about them so we can blast them on air.
There you go. Should we move on to some news?
Let's move on to some news, yeah.
Again, we've had to tweak this slightly because this was pre-Adele. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Katie Price.
Ooh.
Where do we begin with this grot bag?
Grot bag is the right word in this case.
So we weren't going to talk about Katie Price because we can't stand her.
No.
And we don't necessarily want to give this bitch airtime. I mean, lately it's been bankruptcy, facelifts, 8th or 9th fucking engagement, whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah. But we have to talk about that picture that's gone viral of her sporting the biggest turd on her stomach.
It's the most
I've ever seen.
Disgusting image I think I've ever seen. And I mean, none of her images are pretty, let's be honest. But that really takes the piss.
I can only assume someone paid for her to do that, or I in what world would that be acceptable?
Well, my very first thought when you showed me the picture was that someone's photoshopped it on, maybe it's the fake, but it's not. It's not. It's a real photo. It's just her being an even more of a filth bag.
It took me a minute to work out which one was a turd and which one was Kate Price.
Well, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, she deserves all the shit, to be fair.
She's so gross. She's so fucking grim.
A horrible person and a human. I don't get it. I don't get people's fascination with her. How she still even gets any press or publicity.
What makes me laugh about anything as well is that she's potentially engaged to this JJ Slater. And I'm like, honey...
Slater?
JJ Slater. Oh. Jay Slater. Is it JJ Slater or am I saying that wrong? I fucking hope
Where was she when he went missing, eh?
I was going to say...
Allegedly. Allegedly.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if...
She'd probably be wrapped up in it somehow.
Yeah, it is JJ Slater, thank God.
Okay.
Not Jay Slater, although he's like... I was going to say something really mean, but I don't know if I can get my ear. Let's see if it makes the edit. I was say, if it was a toss-up between me jumping off a cliff or being a Katie Price, I think I would choose
well,
the
yeah, I think
first one.
I think you're not
Fucking
alone with
hell.
that. Yeah.
But no, that's just fucking hell. We'll see if that one makes the edit. No, JJ Slater, and I was like, honey, if you have any form of security in this next marriage by getting with someone that was on Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna last, is it?
No, not at all.
Oh, what if he can potentially marry someone that he's never fucking seen before, honey? You're not that special.
I just think I don't know. It's another it's another person in the long list of wannabe celebrities that have got with her, and you know, they're welcome to each other. But
it's not the facelift she needs. I bet a fucking Fanny needs a good old lift. I bet he falls in and falls out. Fewer? Gosh, can't get my head out. Former human Ken doll and glamour model Jessica Alves has blasted Barclays for closing her account because they now consider her to be a sex worker. This is because she has an OnlyFans account and Barclays are clamping down on apparent sex workers. Now, this is the former Ken doll. Did I tell you he tapped me on Grindr once?
Yes, you did tell me, yeah. Is he the one with all the work?
Well, no, but he's Jessica now. He's had like lots of... He's transitioned to a woman. He's had like the full thing.
Okay.
To be honest, it looks worse, as I would say now, than he did as... I mean, he didn't look great as the Ken doll.
No, he did not, no.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
She's got like massive... I saw her in... as Jessica, I saw her in Rupert Street once.
Okay.
But yeah, she apparently... Like, this is her. Let me hold on this one. Have you seen her?
Oh, right. No, maybe I haven't, no.
Well, that's her now. But anyway, point of the story is she's had a Barclays account closed. Because, obviously, I assume her OnlyFans money goes into
in
that.
there, yeah, of course.
So, so she's gone mad because she says although she has an OnlyFans account, none of her pictures on OnlyFans are actually nude. I don't know.
Okay.
I've not seen it.
Know, yeah.
I don't want to fucking see it. Yeah. I didn't want to respond to your tap when he was a boy. So yeah, I don't know. I feel a bit bad for her then. Like if, you know, she's not being like, I don't know. It's not sex.
I suppose
work
so.
As such. But
it's hard because like you always assume OnlyFans accounts are always of a sexual nature.
I think it is of a sexual nature, but I don't think there's any like full frontal nudity.
Right, okay.
From what I got the gist of what she was saying. But anyway,
but
phoning up Barclays and saying,
press 3 if you're an OnlyFans model. I don't think there's an option like that in the list. Yeah.
You'd hope not, anyway.
But saying that though, like, wasn't there a lot of things around the Olympics where a lot of Olympians had started OnlyFans accounts?
I don't know, but that fucking French one should have started an OnlyFans account. Would have cleaned right up, wouldn't he?
I think there was quite a few of the Olympians this year who were...
Well, keeping with the Olympics, Celine Dion has sent a stern message to Donald Trump and told him that there will be problems if he uses any of her songs again. This comes after a clip of her song from the Titanic movie, My Heart Will Go On, was used at a Trump rally.
Yeah. She's coming back strong, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
Back in full force. Good to see. Shutting down people like Donald Trump.
I'm pretty certain he's just going to be like, so...
I don't know who this is.
I don't like I care.
She's a loser as far as I'm concerned.
You should be in jail. And then finally, Molly May and Tommy Fury have announced that they... I know we have to talk about it because everyone's talking about it. Have announced after 5 years they're calling it quits with rumours speculating that Fury cheated on Molly May multiple times throughout the course of their 5-year relationship. We all knew that this was coming.
Yeah, I'm amazed they've lasted 5 years, to be fair.
So am I. Like, it's fucking Love Island relationship. No one ever fucking survived.
No, exactly, yeah. There's been no couples that have stayed together?
I think there has been. Like, and I think some have had a baby, but like the only successful couple that I've ever known is not Love Island. I think it was Married at First Sight, Australia, and that's Jules and Cam, like, who I still love to this day. They've got 2 kids now. But Love Island, I can't answer that because I don't know, because I don't watch Love Island.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Certainly none of the winners that I'm aware of.
No, I watched that one with Molly and Tommy.
Yeah,
that was the last time I watched it.
I remember Jack and Danny died.
Yeah, because Jack,
they broke up.
He's best like really good friends with my nan, Jack's mum.
Oh, really? Okay.
She's a hospital receptionist.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
But no, yeah, well, I fucking knew that this was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No surprise.
well, good for her because the house is in her name.
Well, exactly. Yeah, she's done away from it all. I think
He's
Tommy Fury will sizzle out into
he's
the
a shit boxer anyway.
I haven't even got my boxer.
And if you have cheated on her, ooh, you're a fucking idiot because who the fuck cheats on Molly May?
Well, exactly. That's why. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's we have to cover that bit. And then obviously, as I said, this is a delayed episode. This isn't news. But can we just talk about our beautiful friend Ina, who has sadly left the UK and moved back to her home country?
We miss you a lot, Ina.
We fucking do. Oh, yeah. I'm still in a state of denial.
Yeah.
I'm not accepting it. However,
she left us with a doozy.
yeah, in homage to Ina in this episode, so this is an episode in tribute to Ina, we have to talk about, now she knew that this was coming, so we have to talk about her mentioning on the night, well, the last time we met her was we all met up as a group the night before she was flying home,
yeah.
And she mentioned to us that she gave a ball gag to a charity shop.
Well, I believe it was her whole bondage set. The ball gag was part of that bondage set. Still part of it.
I mean, a ball gag to a charity shop. Like, fucking hell. Imagine how girls going in there. What's putting that in their gob? Little gimp granny.
Oh, Keith, look what I've got for later.
Oh, Ina, we love you, but a ball gag girl at a charity shop.
I mean, that's got to be a first. That's got to be a first.
Well, you say that, but we'll come on to that in a minute, but it's actually not.
Okay. There's the one specific charity shop in the UK that always accepts them.
Ever gave away a ball gag to a charity
I
shop?
can't say I've ever owned a ball gag.
I have.
Have you?
I think I've still got it.
Okay.
But I don't use it. don't use it. Can't keep my mouth shut for long, can you? But anyway, I mean, this is going to sound really pretentious now, but I've never been to a charity shop before.
Okay.
I'd love to go to Charity Shop Sue's charity shop. That'd be good.
Well, charity shop shoes charities is...
But have you ever give anything away obscure to a charity shop, or have you ever found anything? Have you ever been to one?
I have been to one. I volunteered at one for a few months, one summer.
Why?
Well,
I mean, that's a nice thing, don't get me wrong.
yeah, I just did it for a few months while I was on summer holidays at university. I just thought, oh, give me something to do.
God, most people at university do lineups and well, that
Anyway.
shows the difference between you and I.
But anyway, I can't remember ever. Like, that would be the place where I would have found something unusual. Like, I think at best, I mean, it was in a sleepy town in Hertfordshire, but...
Where did you go to uni?
It wasn't a university. It was
In
back
summer
in the
holidays.
hometown.
Oh, fine.
So,
But where did you go to uni?
Southampton.
Solent or just the other
No,
one?
the proper university.
What's wrong with Southampton Solent?
Don't get me started. Anyway, I don't know. I obviously being in the being in the charity shop, I did have to sort through kind of donations, but like because it was quite like a town more famous for the number of cemeteries it has than any kind of nightlife. Mostly you found like clothes with holes in, smelly shoes, like nothing particularly like exciting or interesting to talk about. No, certainly no ball gags.
Wow. I should phone Ina up and see where she fucking donated it. I'd be curious to see who's like picking it up.
Call a dildo.
Same like that, or you see an XL bully with it in their mouth. Couldn't afford the muzzle. Nice little ball gag. Well, yeah, I can't say I've ever been to one, so I can't say that I've found anything obscure, and I don't think I've ever donated anything like that to a charity shop. I have like clear the house out and put stuff in bags and taken it to a charity shop.
I tell a lie. I do remember someone donating like some porn DVDs once that obviously we looked at, laughed at, and had to throw away. They didn't go on the shop floor, but yeah, but they were really awful ones because they
Gilfs.
were like they were like really old 70s. Why they bothered even putting them on from VHS onto DVD in the first place, I've got no idea, because the pictures on the front were just...
Oh, they're the funniest, aren't they? Like the old school porn DVDs, like when you see the front pictures. I remember as a kid, like my dad, I'd like go into the cupboard to get my coat and there'd be something in the corner of the cupboard and I'd lift it down and be like,
I do remember...
Probably what turned me gay, to be fair.
I do remember one title in particular called Mega Boob Manor, which was...
Mega Boob Manor? What is that? What's that called? What's that show? What's that show? Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, I don't know.
One of
No,
those vibes.
it didn't look like that. It looked like an old mansion. It might have been like some kind of fake horror thing.
Do you remember that fat Booberella, Patsy?
Yeah.
She came from outer space.
But oh god, yeah. Like, I mean, I know people dump them outside, or like, so when you obviously not being familiar with charity shops, a lot of people just like leave them outside the shop after it's closed rather than bringing them in, so at least they can't be identified. Obviously, our friend Nina didn't have that privilege. She handed to him probably in the box. Here,
she'd be like, "Here you go. This is for you."
But yeah.
Do you know what I loved about that story though? Is when she said, obviously, like, that lovely Edith's moving home with her lovely new boyfriend. So I appreciate this because I do get this logic, because I've done this before where she said, well, no, I don't want to take that one because I'm with a new partner, so I want it to be new and be ours, which is fine. I've done the same thing, like, especially with things like lube and stuff. I'm like, get rid of it because that's what I shared with somebody else.
Yeah.
However, taking it to a charity shop is probably where I draw the line. Well, talking of that, there was a girl in the UK that it isn't a ball gag, but it is something that I think she's quite a charity shop, like she's good with charity shops.
Okay,
she always finds
yeah.
And she took to social media to to explain what she found, and she, obviously I think it was a £1, like a lucky bag or whatever you get, like, a lucky bag, where it's like £1 and you get like a bag full of stuff, and she was like taking everyone through these really lovely things that she got, and she was really happy about it until she found one thing. So shall we have a little listen?
Let's have a listen. I can't wait to hear this.
So yeah, let's give it a listen.
I went to the charity shop. There's a 5 for £1 bargain bin, and I filled my bag and about 5 others. So let me show you what I got for 20p. Off the shoulder grey knit jumper. I need that in my life. 20p from H&M. Wouldn't have cost 20p new. I have this in my Shein basket, and I've been umming and ahhing about buying it because I think it's like £8. I found it in real life for 20p. Okay, I also got these jeans that are originally from... Oh. Do you want to see what's in this? Brother, so I should have spotted that from the little stain that side. Someone's obviously just worn these, wiped their bum on them. I don't think I can be your online thrifting bestie anymore. I'm not even going to finish this haul. Who thinks I'm going to donate my pooey jeans to the charity shop so that Francesca can fish it out, take it home and show her entire family? If it was you that donated them, shame on you.
Shame on you, bitch, for shopping at Shein. That's all I've got to say.
Maybe it was Katie Price.
Probably, yeah.
She used the wipe it off the stomach. I mean,
that's what you get if you shop at Shein. You want to buy shite clothes. There you go.
Well, there we go. Shit sticks to shit. That's what they say, isn't it? Can you imagine? I don't know. Again, from the days I worked there or volunteered there for a bit, like, you did find like some clothes with stains on. I never found anything with shit or piss or cum on it, because all they get to clean them in the shop is like a steamer, just to like
poor the old girls. It's all those old girls that work there as well, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, yeah. So it's some of the things, we're a little bit digging into this, and a lot of the things that made the poll actually on the most donated stuff to a charity shop, and you'd be quite surprised at some of these. Used toilet brushes was up there. Bag full of used unwashed underwear. One person donated a handbag full of dog shit, and lots of stained potties. Stained potties.
I mean, I want to go back to one of those items. Like, you can't even take underwear back to the shop you bought it from. Why are you giving it to a fucking charity shop?
This one lady, so this is a quote from somebody that worked in a charity shop, and she said, a lady once donated a suitcase full of sex toys and dirty thongs. There was also a cat o' nine tails whip and a set of handcuffs. She'd obviously been for a dirty weekend and was offloading her tools of the trade onto us. I had a proper look in the thongs. I wish I hadn't. Close inspection of the gussets revealed they'd all been worn and stained. Lovely. I mean, I feel bad for these people. I feel fucking bad for some of these people, but come on.
I don't know. I just don't know what possesses people to think they would want? I mean, there's lots of other places you can sell used underwear.
Probably not a charity shop there.
But probably not a charity shop. You make some money out of it. You don't get money out of a charity shop, yeah? And there we go.
Well, there's a few. We've got a couple of stories, but do you know what? To be honest, I've not read through these, and I think these are probably, based on what we've just heard, probably all going to be along those lines.
Okay, well, let's have a listen to that one.
This first person said, I used to be a volunteer at the British Heart Foundation during university. Is this you? Oh, it's Sheffield. Sheffield.
No, it wasn't.
There we go.
I was going to say it wasn't British Heart Foundation.
It wasn't in the nicest place in the city centre. I quickly learned, when it was pissing down, that homeless people down on their luck would come in with their soaking wet clothes and change them for fresh ones, and then quickly exit, leaving their sodden ones behind. One day, I thought the same thing had been done on a rainy day while I was checking the changing room, so I went to unravel this soaking wear of pet joggers, and poo squirted everywhere. Previous owner had shat themselves and it went everywhere on me. I had to go outside and heave. Can laugh about it now, and so did the lovely folk I work with, who were like 40 years plus on me, and gave me many cups of tea and cake to get over the incident.
There's not enough tea and cake that makes you get over that.
Oh,
like,
God.
Antiseptic, all sorts of antibacterial wipes.
Went to the change room and ended up on a scat website. Fucking
I mean, that's
not even
clearly...
she's probably not even being paid to do
it.
it.
You wouldn't be. No, not if you were working. No,
God.
yeah, no, not at all.
Anyway, next one. I bought a pretty smart pair of trousers that would be perfect for work. I only paid buttons for them, which was allowed me to... This sounds like a very middle class person, doesn't it? I only paid buttons for them, which was allowed me to take them to my tailor to get the waist fixed to me. So I can't fucking read today. I tried them on so my tailor could pin and reach into the pocket and pulled out a crusty red thong. Believe me, it wasn't pleasant. Pretty sure the tailor judged me as an old dirty pervert, and every time since then, when I've been in, he gives me the raised eyebrows and says, pockets.
Well, I'm guessing this is the man.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is the man who sent this in.
Oh, God.
Pulled out a pair of red panties.
Oh, that you know what that would look like, wouldn't you? That would literally look like, like, you'd look like a predator.
Well, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Oh, they were crusty as well.
So next one, when I was in college, I did a placement at an arts and crafts day centre with people who had a variety of learning disabilities and physical disabilities. It was awesome and I loved it. Anyway, one day someone comes in with a box of sewing equipment. A family member who said they used to make wetsuits for a living had passed away, and they wanted the equipment to go to people who could make good use of it. When the boss opened the box, it became very clear that the man didn't make diving suits. He made gimp suits. Wetsuits are not made of shiny PVC, nor do they need metal studs around them.
Well, you're obviously not diving in the right places. Oh my goodness. I mean, you probably could dive in a gimp suit, couldn't you?
Well, where? Where would you dive in a gimp suit?
Well, I'm saying it would keep you. It would keep you dry. Is what
probably,
I meant.
But I don't think I'd want to be walking around Brighton Beach in a gimp suit. Should have said to Ina. Should have kept that ball gag, Ina, and gone to this charity shop.
Oh God.
Oh, she's going to kill me when she listens to this episode.
We made the joke at the time about, maybe charity shops should start having those little curtains that take you through to the adult section like they do in
Oh, right, this next one so this one. I don't work in a charity shop as such, but I had a friend who had come to the UK to study and then had to move back to his home country. I was the only person who he knew who owned my own home, so he asked me if he could store his belongings in my attic. He eventually realised that he wouldn't be moving back to the UK, so he came to collect a few belongings and told me to just give the rest to a charity shop. Well, it's a good job I decided to have a little sort through, because next to his Selena Gomez merchandise was a giant, big, black, vibrating anal butt plug. I bet she's like, oh, Selena Gomez. And then, boom. Girl, if he's into Selena Gomez, that tells me he's a massive bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I wouldn't be that surprised. If that was a gay friend and he asked me to store his Selena Gomez merchandise, I'd be like, he's a massive bottom. God, imagine if we went round and collected Ina's ball gag. We could open up a fucking sex shop.
Maybe we should open our own charity shop that sells just exclusively sex toys.
Sex toys for those
Use sex
that
toys.
can't get laid.
Oh.
Oh God! I used to volunteer at a charity shop that was run by our local church. Most of the workers were 70 to 85-year-old dears.
Yeah, as you said, yeah.
One day, I walk in for my shift and start to tidy up and have a look around to see if there's anything new and interesting. By the tills is a glass case with jewellery and other little knickknacks. Inside the case, there's a metal butt plug, the type with a round gem on the base. I quickly removed it and tossed it in the bin because none of the old dears realised what it was. They put it in the jewellery case.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, nice little brooch.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, what would they actually think it was?
Maybe they thought it was like to put the, like those little bracelet holders. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm
maybe.
not an 85-year-old dear. I'd love to say I'd be that naive that wouldn't know what a butt plug was, but I'd be lying.
Exactly. Yeah. Even a bejewelled one.
Oh my God, bless them.
I wonder how much they put it on sale for.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Probably about
£6.
I doubt that even. 75p or something. Wonder if she took it off the shop floor because she wanted it for herself.
Then maybe, maybe.
The last one. When I first started sorting through bags of donations, I work at a charity shop, by the way, my manager told me that she was sorting stuff from the big donation bins and one of the bags felt heavy. So she gave it to me.
Okay.
When I opened it, there was a dead cat in the bag. Who donates a dead cat to a fucking charity shop? Maybe it was a stuffed one though.
Maybe they put the wrong bag, so maybe they put all the clothes they donated into the bin, and then the cat was in another bag, and they mixed them up.
Well, that's a very nice way to look at it. I'm assuming this person's just batshit crazy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like a taxidermied one, but not a lot.
Why can't they just take it to the vet? Why don't you take it to a charity shop?
Yeah, because they give it to them there, don't they? Yeah. Idiot.
Oh, I got to admit, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to work at a charity shop.
No, you're not missing much.
Well, it's not quite the same, but I worked at a sunbed shop once, and this was pre-university. Might have just been before I went to university. And I worked, sunbeds, nails, you name it, I did it. Anyway, the sunbed part of it, you used to find some pretty dirty things in there as well. Like, people would have put their shitty or pissy drawers in the bin, or one woman, see, these people are nice because I wouldn't have cleaned it. One woman, bearing in mind there is a fucking toilet in this sunbed shop, one woman pissed in the bin. So
disgusting.
One of the girls that I worked in the sunbed shop with, she went in and she lifted this bag out and it was full of piss.
Oh my God,
and I'm
that's
just like,
rank.
bitch, you're on the fucking sunbed for 10 minutes. Come off and go to the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So for that alone, I don't know if I could sift through.
No, exactly, yeah.
I can't sift through people's dirty drawers. God. Oh, God, yeah. The fact that people don't even think when they're collating all this shit together and be like, actually, that's probably not charity shop.
I don't think they care. They're just trying to... I mean, obviously, it's either that or you're fly tipping, and fly tipping is illegal, but it's not illegal.
But is it even... Do you even need to fly a tip? Can't you just put it in the bin? If it's a rubber butt plug, can't you just put it in the bin?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know.
If it's a gimp mask or a ball gag.
That'd be interesting as they start sifting. Oh, number 23's at it again.
They should just go to Pride and just hand them all out from the box. I would be like, fuck that. Let's just go to Pride.
Well, there we go.
They should go to Clapham. I'm sure there's plenty of fucking wankers
there
there that would want a lot of it.
Leave it on the side of the station, please help yourself. But it will be gone in a second, wouldn't it? Dirty bitches.
Oh, well, that little segment was lovely, and that was inspired. That was inspired by the lovely Ida, who we adore. Probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard, hearing that she gave a ball gag to the charity shop. So we did warn her that I would talk about it on this podcast.
Yeah. And although there may not be any repercussions with the charity shop itself, now that we've told everyone, the world, about this story, maybe they will.
I actually thought they've not. The day I said that, it's been a couple of weeks since we released an episode. I bet she thought they forgot about it.
We never forget.
No, girl.
We never forget.
I was making notes as we...
think we got a recording of it as well, haven't we?
Oh, that should have been a good idea, shouldn't it? Maybe I'll hold on putting this episode live and I'll call her up and voice her. Remember that time you told me about that butt plug?
That was in the other bag.
Yeah. You know. But yes, we love you. Yeah, that quite a tame segment for us to talk about charity shop finds. Well, I'll say that, but it's turned
We
into
turned it dirty.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to hear about your lovely little blouse that you've donated, or your lovely little pair of trousers, your cord or tweed trousers. I want to hear about your big butt plugs, your ball gags, all these sort of things. Your gimp suits. Oh, I'd have a laugh though if I was there.
I wonder now, like, you know, I mean, obviously charity shops do still exist. People do still buy from them, but nowadays you don't need them because, like, you've got the likes of Vinted, Depop.
I wonder if you can get a ball gag on Vinted. Shall I have a quick look while we're recording? This is live as we're doing this live.
I'm sure you can get. I don't know whether they must. I wonder if they monitor what it gets posted live on the site.
Get a nice little butt plug from Vinted.
One careful user.
Hardly worn.
Mint condition. Of.
You know, you get those people on Vinted sometimes like, please take close-ups of the garment. Please measure it up. Like, if it was a butt plug, please can you lick it and send it to me to prove.
Can I see what it looks like on? Well, if you really want to.
Yes. Can I see what it looks like on? You know. Can I see the girth, please? Hold on, look, butt plug.
I mean, I'm sure there must be.
Well, no. Oh, there's a Walter Willy bath plug, but it's not a butt plug. Okay. It's a bath plug. That's quite fun, actually. Well, from what I can see on Vinted, now, God forbid what they think my search is.
If that affects your rating as a seller, let's hope not.
Well, I don't sell anything on Vinted, but no, by the looks of things, they don't sell.
They don't sell butt. I'm afraid.
Well, Vintage, you're missing a big market.
Well, there we go.
Based on this, based on what we've just heard.
I can hear the cash registers ringing with a brand new idea. Someone creating an app for reselling dildos.
Well, on that note, shall we listen to some confessions?
Yes, I think it's time.
I'm not sure what's up after all of those little revelations. But, let's dive straight in and listen to some of my favourite segment, as I always say. Segment. So yeah, let's listen to some of your slutty confessions.
Let's hear it. No way, Rosé.
Not many this week. No,
okay.
They're always just as fun, whether there's 1, 5 or 10. We love hearing
quality over quantity.
Yes, that's true. And it makes me realise that I'm not so much of a grot bag. But no, some of these over the years, I was thinking about this today, some of the stories that we've read out are fucking gross.
Absolutely.
Bless Jackie. I'll keep going back to Jackie, but I love her, Harry's mum. We were talking, and obviously their podcast is really impactful. It's really like, it has a sense of, I mean, ours has a sense of purpose as well, but it's very different.
Yeah, indeed.
Whereas theirs is very impactful, and it's something that, you know, I've done on and off over the years, and I've obviously blogged and vlogged, and I've done a lot in the press about my eating disorder, and I've done a lot with, you know, I've done Lorraine, I did like interviews with the Metro, I did the BBC, you know, I've done loads. So I really love what they're doing, because I've never known like a man to be so like candid and vulnerable. And also, as I said, Jackie being a carer. So their podcast is very different in terms of ours, and ours is all about obviously navigating our way through the gay world, but also having just fun.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a lot of shit going on in our lives at the moment. You know, we have fun on this podcast each week, but that doesn't mean to say that our lives are always like this. Of course. And I struggle just as much as other people do, like with my weight, with my eating disorder, with all sorts.
Yeah,
so ours is always a form of escapism, but in a different way.
Completely.
I said to Jackie, I was like, you should come on mine. Oh, bless you, you don't want to come on this one. But then I was thinking about it when I like go through the confessions, I'm like, oh God, I have so much respect for her, and she listens to this podcast, and some of the things that we talk about. Some of the things we talk about.
I mean, I'm sure she's heard it. I'm sure she knows what to expect.
Ours is all about, you know, we do poke fun, and we love hearing people's funny stories. The funnier, the better.
Maybe, Jackie, if you donated anything to a charity shop you'd like to share, we'd love to hear it.
It would probably be something very classy and lovely. Whereas me, on the other hand, if I was to donate anything, God forbid, God knows what it would be. But anyway, yes, back to confessions. I was just popped in my head like, God, some of these fucking confessions we read out.
So, well, we brought them up now. Let's see the first one.
So the first one, he or she starts off. I've been sniffing and licking my best friend's underwear. When I was younger, my best friend was the best looking guy I knew. He was ridiculously attractive. Me, being in the closet, I was like, this is a gay guy.
Okay.
Was secretly obsessed with him and fantasised about him fucking me all the time. One night I stayed over at his and he let me stay in his room while he went in the spare room with another friend. Turns out he had a dirty underwear bin and had loads in his room. I spent the whole night licking and sniffing his dirty boxers. I even found one with a little cum stain on it, which turned me on so much. To this day, I wish I'd taken a pair home with me. Gosh.
God.
Well, on this one, I think this is a common thing. I've heard people do this before. Actually, I'm not about to say I did it because I didn't.
Good,
I had an ex once that, like, randomly, he went home and he randomly texted me. It was like, I took some underwear of yours last night. And I don't know when what world he thought that I would be impressed by that. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, I took a pair of your underwear last night. I was like, well, you better bring it back, because I don't like that sort of thing. I don't find that impressive. And then another ex of mine, I sound like right psycho. Another ex of mine took a picture that I left a pair of underwear at his, and then he took a picture of him in my underwear and sent me it. And I think his idea behind it was for it to be quite saucy. I hit the roof. I hit the fucking roof, and I was like, if you're fucking sending me pictures of that, are you sending other people pictures? It went down like a lead balloon with me. I was like, taking wearing my fucking underwear and taking pictures. And he was like, I only did it for you. And I was like, you fucking... Yeah, so that sort of shit doesn't... I'm not impressed by that at all. But having said that, this is not me we're talking about. I've heard things like this before. I think people... are into other people's scents.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I couldn't think of anything worse.
Like maybe like a shirt or a jump, of like just like their aftershave or something.
Yeah, I'll tell you your aftershave bottle.
But not
panties.
Yeah, no, not your panties.
But anyway, like each of their own. This next one. This person has labelled this as a gay confession, but when I've read it, I'm like, is it?
Okay.
For years now, I've been I suppose because it's a man. For years now, I've been attracted to men that can burp on command. Safe to say, I think I've got a bit of a burp fetish. There's something very manly about it, and I'd love to meet someone who is open to this fetish. I think it's unique and weird, but harmless, and I love someone burping in my mouth. Is anyone open to that? I don't know. Well... I don't know, that's left me a bit speechless. I don't understand that at all.
Well, last episode we had a confession about someone who liked sniffing farts or something, didn't we? And I thought that was bad. I mean, burping's just as bad, but I don't know, I just think...
I'm going to Google it.
Leave your bodily things away from me.
Is there a word? You know, like there's different words for things like burp fetish. Burp fetish forum. There's a forum.
Oh wow! Well, there we go. You have to share the link with our with our confessor.
Oh my God, I didn't realise this is a thing. Fuck, this is what I mean. Since I've been doing this fucking podcast, my history is disgusting.
Well, there we go. Lots.
There's actually videos.
Oh.
Burp fetish videos. I never knew this was a thing.
Sending voice notes to people as well. Were you just belching?
Oh my God.
But that's it, I guess. Like,
look at this.
Want a quickie?
This is playing the video.
Join for free.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Oh, it's crashed now. Look, fucking hell.
Thank God for that. I just think, well, that's interesting. So is it I guess there's two different types of fetish there, because are you aroused by the sound, or are you aroused by like the smell of it, or the blow of the air on your face?
What is wrong with people? Look at this.
What is wrong with people? No.
Oh my god.
No.
I've got to turn it off. It's making me feel sick. Oh, that's an education lesson for me. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't understand that, but...
No, I find it very... I don't know, like, if I'm comfortable with someone, it's different, but I find it very difficult to do that around people.
Burping, I don't care about that. I'll burp in front of anyone, but... Like farting and stuff, I don't. Like,
yeah, I just can't do it. I just can't do it unless I'm really comfortable with you. It's a sign that you're close to me if I do it in front of you. If not,
anyway, let's move on from the burping. But yeah, that was an education. Apologise to the listeners that have had to listen to the second-hand audio.
But one of our favourite podcasts, they do it a lot.
We don't filter it out. We don't filter anything out, do we? We leave it all in. The next one says, a bit of a confession. My delivery guy just fondled me at the door. Bored and lazy Sunday, so we decided to order some food. When the delivery guy got here, I made sure to answer the door in my pants and the thinnest tank top I ever have. As I took the food and stepped out the door and kind of brushed his hand with my tit and took the food, his eyes literally bugged out. So I said, I know that I've tipped you in the app, but how about something more? For getting here so quickly. He barely choked out the words, "What do you suggest?" before I pulled the tank top down, exposing both of my perky titties. And with the other hand, I took his free hand and lifted it onto my chest. He sat there frozen with one hand on my breast, squeezing it gently. After what seemed forever, which was actually 5 to 8 seconds tops, he raised his phone and took a picture to prove that he'd delivered the food. I don't think that picture is going back to the company. Imagine, like, like Amazon drivers had to take a picture.
Yeah.
Titties. With a chicken tender between her tits.
Oh my god.
Well, that's one way to tip your fucking driver, isn't it?
I mean, some of the state of the drivers of food orders that I get to.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to flash my tits to some of those.
No, absolutely not.
Did I tell you about that Bolt driver though that I had?
Yes, you did. I think you told that most people on this podcast.
I was up in a hotel room with. I was single, and it wasn't that night, but we exchanged numbers. It was 24 hours after I'd split up with someone.
Yeah.
What Oh, look, here we go. It's like a confession from Ronnie. Anyway, let's move on swiftly from me. The next one, I've saved my job. My boss let us know this week that they were letting one person go on our shifts, so I decided what every slut would do. I told him that he could use me if he kept me around. He's cute, I'd fuck him anyway, but he's married and obviously not getting his dick sucked, because that's all he wants. Throatgoat me to the rescue. Keeping my job whatever way I can. I think this girl deserves round of applause.
I think so, that's a good one, yeah, well done.
I love this, she says, throatgoat me to the rescue.
You got to do what you got to do to keep...
do what you got to do in every session.
There we go.
Cost of living crisis.
No, but that's exactly, yeah. Job's a job. Even a blowjob. Hey!
Next one, I matched with my uncle on Tinder.
Oh.
I'm 18, female, and I was bored and horny, so I decided to go on Tinder. Hold on. Do people go on Tinder to get horny? I don't know. I'm not...
Well, I've always said that Tinder's a bit like this, not quite the straight version of Grindr, but straight people use Tinder as more of a hookup app than a dating.
I once matched with someone on Tinder, which was actually my ex-boyfriend's friend, and he was being very, like, mad.
Yeah.
The sort of conversation that I'd had on Grindr. I did meet him. Piss off my ex. Anyway, back to this. Decided to go on Tinder. My age range is 30 to 50. Because that's what I'm attracted to. I basically just kept swiping right, and then suddenly I matched with my uncle, which is my dad's brother. I obviously didn't mean to, but now I'm sitting here wondering if he meant to or not. I don't know whether I should message him to find out. In a weird way, I'm kind of turned on by it. Mm-hmm. I mean,
I wouldn't go there.
If that was me, I would literally just is just my advice. I would message and make a joke out of it and be like, "Oh, accidentally matched you. Did you see?" I don't know. I'd just leave it. Imagine the fucking family party.
Yeah, that's awkward. Yeah. I haven't seen you since.
But the fact that she's turned on by it, I'm like, it's not even like a, not that this is acceptable either, but it's not as if like it's a distant uncle. It's your dad's brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, direct.
They share like 50% of the same DNA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or whatever it is. That's a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
I would make, I don't, she's labelled it as a slight confession. I don't really, well, is it? I don't know. But I would message him and make a joke out of it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You could even just put like one of those, you know, the faces, the winky faces, if you wanted to. If you wanted to find out his intentions.
Yeah, don't screenshot it and try and blackmail him. That's what I would say.
I mean, get some money out of it. Oh, God. Next one. Spa day solo, this person's wrote.
Okay.
Yesterday I went to the spa. I booked a treatment where I was buried in volcanic sand for 20 minutes. It was really relaxing and fun. Afterwards, I needed to wash up. For whatever reason, I felt incredibly horny after the treatment. As I was taking a shower, I used the shower head on myself. There were other women in stalls next to me. I could kind of see them through the opaque glass, and I think they could see me too. It turned me on so much that I came in less than 2 minutes. Wish I had someone to eat me now after that. God.
Well, you know, if the moment catches you.
I wonder why a volcanic scrub turned her on, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing it's like one of those exfoliant kind of
I wonder
things.
because if it was on her, like, you know, like mint shower gel on a man.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
have you ever tried that fucking Herbal Essences mint stuff
it.
on your like your shower?
No, it's not Herbal Essences. It's
Imperial Leather, whatever it was. No, it is Herbal Essences.
I can't remember the name of the brand, but I know exactly which one you're talking about because it's horrible.
I don't understand why people find
I
that
don't
nice.
find it. It's so uncomfortable.
Although, if you give someone a blowjob with a mint in your mouth, it's meant to be incredible.
Okay, well that's what I'll be going after the recording.
No, I'm not saying I know from experience. But anyway, yeah. Well, good for you, hun. But it's a bit risky doing it in a. I hope this wasn't like a Centre Park spa. You know, all those people in there.
Well, it's at least the shower was closed off, even if the windows were like a little bit see through. But don't know.
Well, she's sitting there like
fudding herself.
Like the fucking Exorcist with a shower gel, with a shower head.
Well, that's what you girls got to do. What a girl's got to eat.
Wow, yeah. Next one. So this one says, I get asked this question a lot, so I thought I would share my confession on how it happened. I was seeing this guy, and one night we were playing around and he started to lick me out and finger me. It felt so good that we'd only been seeing each other for maybe 2 weeks anyway. Suddenly I felt the urge to wee. I tried to hold it in, but after about 15 minutes I couldn't anymore as he was licking me and fingering me, and I just weed everywhere. It went everywhere. I was so embarrassed at first, but I noticed that he was so happy and he kept licking and fingering me. He thought he'd made me squirt. It went gosh, it went everywhere. His face was soaked and he just kept going. I've never had the heart to tell him that I just pissed myself, and instead of coming, he tried to do it again a few times after, but he had no luck. Oh well, if he thought it was doing that for him, he thought he made you sweat.
How do you not know the difference? Jeez, I mean, I don't know what we've asked this before, haven't we? We don't really know what
squirt
is.
I mean, I've been with women in the past, but I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure it's not piss.
I've never ever been with a woman and done that. I don't know. Let's ask the women of the pod that listen to the pod.
We're still waiting for that response.
For 53% of our podcasts are women. Oh well, I think on that one he did a good thing.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he took it like a man.
Took it like a man. Oh bless. Well, if he's happy about it, then fuck it.
Well, there we go.
Quite a good confession though.
Yeah, there we go. But everyone's happy in that one.
Next one. God, the girls are bringing them today, aren't they? So this lady says, need to talk about her weird kinks. When I was living with my ex-boyfriend, I explored my wild, gross kinks. Things I haven't done with anyone. I just want to confess and say, yes, I do love these and I'm turned on by them a lot. First, I love the smell of his cock and balls, especially after a long day of work, after the gym, when he's sweaty. I'd ask him to rub his balls on my face and I'd sniff them randomly. I love the taste of his spit. I have him spit in my mouth often and I swallow it. I love the scent of his piss. I don't ever drink it, but I do have him piss on my face, and sometimes I like to go to the restroom when he pees just so I can sit there and smell it. It smells like coffee after his work days.
Oh, God.
I love the taste of his hairy, sweaty asshole after a long day of work. Yes, I give him jogs, put that in brackets. Thank you for clarifying. I'll eat him out while he's sweating. I let him use my throat, tasting all of his musky scent. I love it when he doesn't shower for days on end and lets me lick and kiss his body up and down. Does any other girls or guys have these same kinks or anything similar? No. Not here. I do know people that know some of these. Don't get me wrong, some of them, like, you know, kind of the sweaty, musky smell can be a bit turn on in the moment, I think, in the bedroom, if you feel like having fun and stuff.
But seeking it out every time, I don't know, that's a bit...
She likes the coffee aroma of his piss. I can't understand that.
I didn't think coffee would do that to you. Urine, I don't know.
Well, she smells of it.
I suppose so.
I
How
don't
many
know.
coffees is he drinking in a day? Mainlining it by the sound.
Probably needs a fucking couple of coffees to get through his evening of fun with this girl.
Being used and abused.
Oh, bless. Well, each to their own.
Exactly.
I have heard, especially like some of my gay friends, like they love the smell of like a man being sweaty, like and stuff. But for me, it's a big turn off. Like no way.
I need a bit cleanliness.
It's like non-negotiable for me. You have to be clean.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going anywhere near.
Yeah, I agree.
But each to their own.
Oh well, there we go. Yeah, good confession, and may you have a happy relationship with this man.
Yeah.
He clearly loves it as much as you do.
The last one of the night. Me and my two besties got railed by 9 men. I'm 25 years old and a woman, and my two besties had a slutty Saturday night with me. I was fresh out of my toxic relationship and I just wanted to have some fun. I suggested that we should do something slutty related. A couple of our guy friends wanted to fuck us anyway for some time now, so I decided to call them up. All of them showed up, but was a bit confused at first. We explained to them that we were going to take turns fucking us in any way they wanted to. Basically, 3 guys for 1 woman, and then they would all switch round. I've never experienced something like this before. I'm going to say that having 3 men fill you up is breathtaking. We were busy for 4 hours. Neither of us could walk the next day. Fucking hell. It sounds like a brothel.
It sounds like a great Saturday night.
What a way, though, like to say to your mates, well, what shall we do? Oh, we could go to the pub and have a little G&T.
Oh, come on.
We could watch a film. No, I've got an idea. Why don't we all get railed by 9 men? Oh, God. I hope they wore protection.
Yeah.
God. Oh. Imagine all the juices flying.
Oh, I'd rather not. Oh, jeez.
Oh, but anyway, that is a very slutty confession.
Very slutty confession.
So keep them coming.
Absolutely, yeah. We're living for them. We're living for them.
God, charity shops, slutty confessions. It's all come out tonight.
It all certainly has, yeah. Every which way but loose.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna go and take a shower, go a wee, make sure it doesn't smell of coffee, and probably douse myself in some holy water after those.
And maybe an Uber Eats delivery with a man to fondle my tits.
Oh God. Yeah, anyway, that's this one done.
There we go, yeah, another one done.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for lots of Adele spams if you follow us on social media, because it's not going to stop, I'm afraid.
Ended. No, absolutely not.
But please, always, we do appreciate you sharing, subscribing, giving us ratings. Do you know what? Most of our traffic comes from Apple Podcasts.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do appreciate you listeners on Spotify, Audible, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, absolutely.
All streaming platforms, actually. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, exactly. Wherever you want to listen, please do. You can find us on all of those platforms. You can find us on TikTok as well.
Yes, RBTW Official.
There we go.
We have not filmed this episode because I look like shit, to be quite honest.
Yeah, we've had a long weekend.
Yeah, so... but there will be footage of next week's one.
Yes.
For those onwards, so yeah.
Absolutely.
Massive thank you to everyone that's downloaded as well. Like getting those stats come through, it just blows our mind that this has been going. Well, how long has this podcast been going for now? Like a year?
Over a year now. Yeah.
Just over a year. So to get to that level, and obviously we did a live show, which was amazing. I kind of want to do that again.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be this side of the year. But keep your eyes peeled. Who knows?
Yeah,
things
2025
change,
maybe.
Change.
We'll see. But yeah, it all means so much to us. It really helps us.
Yeah.
And hopefully you still enjoy listening to us spouting reams of shit every week.
Yeah. Just as much as Katie Price had on her belly. There was more shit on her belly than there was shit. If I totaled up all the shit stories that we've had, I bet you, if we got all of those people that gave those shit stories and Katie Price in the same room, I bet Katie fucking Price would win.
Yeah, unfortunately that may be the case. But you'd have a lot more fun listening to this podcast.
We do. And on that note, we shall bid you farewell and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Lie. 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 Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.